Alright guys, I'm slowly figuring this out, but I'm not. I still have the things that aren't turning out perfect. This was kind of the inside is looking like. On this side, it's actually all deck board inside, but I ran out and nobody's going to see inside. And it's just for storing shoes and stuff, so who cares if it's another piece of board in there. But this is what it looks like when it's finished. So you can just open these. So what I'm going to do is I was just going to wait till Valentina gets here, come up with an idea of what are we going to put on here. See, they're not perfect. They're a little bit. They're also, they're in so tight that they're pretty stuck. So you do have to have like a handle or something to pull for it to come out nicely. Anyway, which is fine with me because I have a feeling it seems like all the wood around here shrinks a little bit, so, or a lot. So it's better to be oversized. I don't think it's going to swell much. Maybe it will. I don't know. But we're not going to be getting in and out of it all the time anyway. But anyway, I just coming up with an idea. I was at Home Depot today when I bought this wood. And I just couldn't make a decision on what I wanted because I really didn't know how it was going to turn out. Now I see a little bit better how it's going to turn out. We might get one of those just goes in like that. It's still not going to pull it in perfectly all the way. They're somewhat warped a little bit, and I thought they were in better shape than they are when I bought them. They're not completely flat. So what I can do is I can go in later, take a board inside the length and draw it in. So I can play with that later. I'm just getting the basics done now. That's how it's turning out. I think it's not too bad. It doesn't look too bad. I'm glad I did it this high because we have a ton more storage now. A ton more storage. It's going to be more than we need for shoes, so we can put other stuff in there too. However, from the outside, it kind of blocks the view. It's up almost even with the windows, and so it would have. And coming in this way, this is blocking this, and this blocks the view to see through. So if I would have done it, I originally was going to do it at 36 inches. It would have left this more open. It's at 48, and I'm not going to change it. This is a small house, and we just don't have a lot of room in it, so I guess you exchange one thing for another, and you learn how you do it. If I was given the choice right now, knowing what I know, what would I do? I don't know. This gives me a lot more storage, but it does come up kind of high and blocks a view. So you're coming down the road right here to our house. If it was at 36, you'd be able to see all the way through here. And that leaves a nice openness to everything. But you need that when you have a small space. So it's, it is stuck between a rock and a hard place. You got to make a decision which way you want to go. And if you don't know, you just choose one and do it. And have your regrets on one way. And then as long as you keep open mind, you're like, yeah, but I got this in exchange for it. So anyway, I'm going to keep on going. Just checking in and showing you guys what I'm doing. Okay, guys, been a long day, but I finally got it. And Valentina's happy with it. That's important. She kind of is happy with anything I do, so I don't really know. If I did a good job, I told her I'm so lucky she's not picky. But anyway, I think with some handles on these, sturdy handles you can pick up, because these are, again, they're kind of stuck at the bottom. But something I discussed with Valentina too is these things, which is deck board, is shrunk a lot since I've put these on. And most of this box is made out of that. So I think a lot of this is going to shrink some, and it should be able to open and close easier maybe in a week or something. If not, then I'll sand it and do whatever it takes to loosen it up. But I think give it a couple of weeks and all the wood's going to shrink enough that it's all going to open easy and close easy. And it's been raining and sprinkling and misting, and I've got my cord covered here where my outlets are, and I keep bringing in my tools back and forth. Bit of a mess. But I think I can put stuff away now. Valentina's here. She's sanding, and I'm cracking up listening to her crying because it's so much work and it's so time consuming. So it's not fun. So she wants to rent a sander. So I told her, let me finish my project and then I'll look and see. I just don't know if a circular, those big ones that you rent, if it'll be going against the grain, because it'll be going sideways spinning, if it'll ruin our floor or not. So I'll check it out though tonight and do a little research. Alright guys, been a long day. 7:40. Been out here a while, but I finished. I just need to put handles on there, cleaned up everything. Ready to go home. See you guys the next time I'm out here.